Shalom, this is Daniel John Lee with Torah Restoration Ministries. The website is www.spiritandtorah.com. I decided to go to campus today, Wednesday. It's not my normal day to go, but I was supposed to meet a journalist from the Vanguard that wanted to do an interview with me. The Vanguard is the Portland State University newspaper. So I went down there today, but I got there quite a bit earlier than when he showed up, and so I decided to do some open air preaching, and it was wonderful. It was wonderful. I tell you, it's like that's my calling, because I started preaching, and I've been going through a lot of stuff lately, and I was very tired and sort of weary, but as soon as I started preaching, this joy just fell upon me, and it was a beautiful day here in Portland. The crowd was very sober, because I was preaching mainly on the true essence of the gospel, like what my YouTube was on earlier today. What the true essence of the gospel really is, that Yahshua shed his blood and rose again in order that we might have the freedom to obey his commandments, his Torah. So I was reading a lot from Hebrews 8 and Jeremiah 31. And as I just kept laboring over this, the sobriety in the crowd, it was really neat, because everyone was just sort of listening. And then I got these two, I don't even want to call them hecklers because they were so polite, but two, atheists. They were philosophy majors, and so we went back and forth on the Rosh limit, the age of the earth, just various subjects regarding science. And they asked some really good questions. Like, they asked, why did Yahweh make the tree of good and evil? And so we discussed that. That Yahweh didn't want just innocent people. He wanted people who were righteous. And in order to go from innocence to righteousness, you have to have the choice to reject evil. And so that's why that tree of good and evil was there. So that was a really good discussion. And then one of the philosophy majors started getting kind of puffed up and proud, and he was just 19 years old. So I gave him a card and told him to go to my link about, for atheists and agnostics, but then just shifted toward reading Psalm 119 and just began to read that out and comment on it. I stopped on the verse in Psalm 119 where it says that, give me your Torah graciously. And I pointed out that Torah, the commandments, and grace are not opposed. They work hand in hand. And anyway, there were some other people that had some good questions, and it was just a good day. And then all of a sudden, the journalist for the PSU newspaper, the Vanguard, showed up and shook his hand, and then we went off to a cafe off campus. And he gave me about maybe a 45-minute interview, and asked me some really good questions. He was very friendly, and just asked me about why I do what I do. He said he's going to put the website in the newspaper, which is real exciting, because this newspaper has a really huge circulation. I mean, there's only, at any given time in the prep blocks, there's only maybe a few hundred students, but this newspaper will reach a good portion of the 20,000 students that go to PSU. So I'm real excited about that. And I just had a huge spirit of joy, both with the preaching and with the interview. So, hallelujah. Just thought I'd make this YouTube, and I hope it edifies the pure hearts out there. Yah bless, and shalom.